We have a bit of breaking news. This just came out about 15 minutes ago, and it's sad to hear. One of the Hollywood icons, James Caan, has passed away at the age of 82. Of course, when we think of James Caan, I think most of us will always instantly think of Sonny in The Godfather. He just created such an iconic role. And then for a newer generation, maybe when they think of him, they'll think of him as Alf or in Elf. Alf? Yeah. Alf? No. James Caan was not in Alf, in Elf. But I mean, obviously he helped create what a lot of people believe to be the greatest film of all time in The Godfather. Of course, his son is a successful actor now as well. But yeah, I have not had a chance to catch up to read on the circumstances of his passing, but this guy commanded a room. Like when he spoke and he was in a room, whether he was on a stage or in a live room, I've been in a room with him before. He just commanded attention. You know what I mean? There was something about that with him. Anyway, Rob, I know you are just hearing about this.
Yeah, just now.
Right now, as I'm saying it. But you reflect on the passing and the career of James Caan.
One of my favorite actors, in 1981, Michael Mann's first theatrical movie came out, which was Thief, that he stars in, and he's almost in every frame. And it had such an impression on me because I was with my grandfather. I come to Palm Springs for spring break, and I'd never heard profanity the way it was uttered in that movie. And I'm sitting next to my conservative grandfather, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't want to turn and look at him. But the performance of James Caan in Thief is incendiary. It's absolutely explosive, and he's incredible. And before that, my favorite, I had not seen The Godfather. My first experience with James Caan, when I became a fan of his, was 1975's dystopian science fiction thriller directed by Norman Jewison that still today has some of the greatest action sequences ever, and that is, of course, Rollerball, the original Rollerball. Jonathan. I mean, I'm a huge fan of James Caan's, and he's done so much great work in the past, and I'm gonna go home and watch Thief tonight because I love that movie, and any chance to rewatch it is a good one. If you haven't seen Thief, watch it.
You know, it's funny. We've been talking about The Offer lately, and I know that The Offer took creative liberties.
Sure.
But one of the most fascinating scenes to me in The Offer that I am dying to find out if it was real was when they were shooting the scene where the guy who was playing Sonny's sister's husband, and it turned out he was actually an asshole off scene to women in the crew and the cast. And in that iconic scene in The Godfather where Sonny rolls up, drags him into the street and beats the living shit out of him, The Offer portrays that as Caan actually took the actor and beat the living shit out of him because of the way he had heard he was treating the female crew off scene. Ever since I saw that, I remember thinking, I want to find out if James Caan really did that. Because if he did, he is the G. Like he's it. He's the man if he did that. So I don't know if that part of it was true, but if it is, it's like the greatest story in Hollywood history, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, Amy, you're just hearing right now about the passing of James Caan. Your thoughts?
Honestly, just what a legacy to leave behind. I'm going to choose to believe that story's true.
Right.
Just for me. No, but I think, as an actor, just that is the type of legacy you want to leave. Just in one of, if not the greatest movie of all time. And with things like Elf, someone where every generation there's something there that connected with them more likely than not. I just, huge loss, but what a body of work to leave behind.
Yeah, he was. And you know what? There's a lot of YouTube interviews with him. And like you said, he's a commanding presence. He's really fun to listen to.
Right.
So go look up some James Caan interviews. He's great.
And guys, of course, the passing of James Caan at the age of 82. And again, we are just finding out about this, so we don't have much prepared, but we will, I'm sure, talk about the legacy of James Caan in future episodes. All right, guys. Question is, what do you think about when you think about the career of James Caan? For a lot of people, I'm sure it's The Godfather. Maybe it's Rollerball. Maybe it's Elf.
Don't you laugh at Rollerball.
I'm just saying, maybe it's one of those things. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and leave us your thoughts. We want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Now, guys, you know I love Manscaped. You've heard me go on and on about the Lawnmower 4.0 and that body wash. I love it so much. And so we got to ask, guys, have you started your spring cleaning yet? The carpets need cleaning, the drapes need dusting, and your lawn needs mowing, gentlemen. And you guys know Manscaped is more than just one product. They have a whole lineup of products to help you guys feeling, smelling, and looking your best. And so Manscaped is proud to present to you the Performance Package 4.0, which is the only tool that you need to keep your boys looking, smelling, and feeling good this spring. Now, to start off with, you get the Lawnmower 4.0. Guys, we have talked about this. What is wrong with us? Why have we for so long been using these terrible tools that were never meant for cutting our hair down there? The razor clipper things on our electric razors. That's barbaric, guys. You need the Lawnmower 4.0. And then there's the Weed Whacker. You guys have heard our own Ray Ora talk about this thing. He loves using it to get that hair in your nose and the ear hair. And then they offer lots of other stuff like the Crop Preserver. It's an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. The Crop Reviver. It's a spray-on toner for your balls. And of course, they've got the perfect grooming tool for your face with the Plow 2.0, the perfect razor for the finest shave on that face. So guys, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code CAMPEA. That's CAMPEA at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the promo code Campea at manscaped.com. It's time to throw out your old hygiene habits and upgrade your life.